Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are, and welcome back to the channel. One of my crusades on this channel, as some of you may have found out, I'm a bit anti marriage. And not because I don't think it's great, because I think the environment for marriage has totally been destroyed. The environment required to sustain long lasting, great marriages simply does not exist. And the entire exercise is to make sure that when you reduce it and people want it, they will make the necessary changes to get it back. That is the general idea. Now, on this channel of Moose George, he just has about 1,000 subscribers, but this video came, it was suggested to me, and I thought it was important. So let's listen in. This is an older gentleman, as you can see, who's been divorced several times. So let's listen in, then I'll give my commentary as usual. And kindly subscribe to the channel.
Buddy, about I've been wanting to do this for some time, about what the divorce has meant to me. It hurts to know that you don't mean all that much and you're easily replaceable, because she had my replacement lined up before I was even out the door.
Now, that's the one thing. Let's just get on it immediately. That's the one thing that, if you haven't heard, that is just standard. A lot of women, because unless they have their own resources, like a lot of resources where they can just go there, live by themselves, if they leave you, they are going to have somebody lined up to replace you, because that income has to be supplemented. It's not really difficult for them to get laid, so it's not really about that. It's more about the resources, the money, the house, the car, the credit cards, whatever it is that will make life easy and enjoyable. It's just that now they don't want to deal with you because they think they can do better, or they want all these other people they've met. Maybe some have been in an inbox flattering her. Now she thinks she's all that. She doesn't understand she's a come bucket for most people. But that's generally what happens. You are replaced immediately because your income must be replaced. That's most important.
I know it's ridiculous. I've been married 4 times.
There it is. This gentleman
And
is,
the first one I was just very young, 19 years old. But
yeah, this is like one of those guys who perennially can't stay away from marriage. They just love, they always need women in their lives, always. And there are quite a number of these. It doesn't matter how successful they get, or maybe that's what drives them to success, that they need to have women constantly marry them or whatever. But 4 times, Mr. George, 4 times is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, at your age, Jesus Christ. You see, this is the problem I have. The older gentlemen who've come before us made so many stupid decisions, and they showed people that it's quite okay to do this thing that fails at such a high rate so many times. It's like you've lost your heads. You don't have any self-preservation. So, unfortunately, George, while I feel bad for you, you did walk into those ones 4 times. Come on now.
I had a baby coming, so I felt obligated, and I thought I was in love too. But that quickly didn't work out because I was young and dumb and just couldn't even wipe my own butt.
19, getting married is diabolical. Back in the day when the conditions were set, it would happen even younger, because the entire community was involved in making sure that marriage is sustained. Did you just see a woman running around being a village bicycle just like that? Those were actually, they were frowned upon, the village bicycles, which everybody got to ride. They were frowned upon. They were crucial for the gentlemen that didn't have access. But that's what they were. They were not people we put on a pedestal on social media and millions follow, was it?
But in any case, that led to a divorce. That one hurt because I was just left high and dry, and the girl I loved didn't love me, and actually I loved my baby and wanted to be a good dad. So yeah, when I was 19, I got divorced. She left me and divorced me. So I guess it all depends on who's doing the divorcing, and who's
It's always mostly women. We know that. So yeah.
getting divorced on. Let's see. I guess I've always been the one that got divorced on. And so many times that is the way it is. These women just leave us high and dry because we don't meet their needs anymore. Or maybe we never did. Or I'm sure we did at one point, briefly. Or
No, you meet needs, but just because they do these things, it doesn't make it rational or even a good decision. It often isn't, because statistics do indicate that a lot of this become poorer than when they're in the marriages. So it's not about they leave because they think they can do better. They've been lied to, they've swallowed propaganda, they've watched one or two TikTok videos, and they think they've sorted out how to be hilariously happy throughout the rest of their lives. It's like you're dealing with infatuated teenagers. That's what I usually say.
they wouldn't have married us. But they quickly realized that they could do better, I suppose. So anyway, that happened to me a couple of times. So anyway, that was the first time when I was 19. Quickly got divorced. That marriage lasted, I don't know, 6 months or something like that, something ridiculous. But in any case, the second time was, I don't know, maybe 3, 4, 5 years later. Believe it or not, I married. Don't ever do this, men. Don't ever marry a table dancer. One of those.
Oh my goodness. This guy is now a gigantic red flag. Like, he's trying to call her a table dancer. No, you married a whore, gentlemen. Table dancer, get the hell out of town. You got services and you married your service provider. That's what you did. Like, this guy picked a stripper, which is stroke whore, prostitute. Yes, that's who they are. Why do we keep pretending? Why do people keep pretending? OnlyFans model. They call them OnlyFans models. Ah, spare me the garbage.
Male entertainer thing. Well, ladies. I don't know what the hell she wanted, but she reeled me in, and I don't know, I was still young and dumb, like maybe 25 or something like that, 26, 27, I don't know. Still young and dumb. And that didn't work out. That was less than a year or something, somewhere around there. But that one didn't hurt too much because I knew she was kind of crazy. So
Yeah, and he just jumped in anyway. Like, this is what guys keep doing all the time. It's actually preposterous. Like, she's crazy, oh, but the sex. Come on, guys. The sex. Sex. That you can get sex anywhere these days. It shouldn't be something that would make you make such astronomical mistakes in life.
separating myself from her didn't hurt too much. I think it was a good thing. I think she just used me because she it was weird, man. She had a little boy, and he was young, little couple of.
Oh my goodness. On top of being a prostitute, she was also a single mother. This guy. He just went down to the bottom of the barrel and picked whatever he found there. Oh my.
Maybe 2 years old, very innocent, young and innocent. But the father of that child committed suicide. He was like in the army, and he committed suicide. And I think it was over her because she, wanted to leave him or divorce him. So he committed suicide.
Really? I am sorry, guys. I know this might feel a bit insensitive, but I do not feel anything for such gentlemen. Like, why would you kill yourself over a woman that she's leaving you? Like, what kind of obsessive behavior is that? You are mentally deficient if you do that. I'm sorry, but you're not cut out for life at all. If that's what makes you take your life, really? Really? Oh my.
So this baby,
Yeah, I know a lot of people want to talk. I don't care that. Like, that's a level of weakness that shouldn't be allowed to propagate to the next generation. They have said it. I'm sorry, not sorry.
she was her and this little baby, and she was in San Antonio. We were in San Antonio, and I guess she wanted to move to Houston, so she needed somebody to help her move. I guess so. She just picked me up and decided to marry me. So that was the second time, and then the third time, It hurt. Yeah, it did hurt. But we had been married like 12 years, and she was the mother of my two children. I have a boy and a girl. My girl's 18, my boy is about to be 20. So
So he got himself somebody exotic, a little exotic. Okay, whatever.
we'd have been divorced, I don't know, 12, 13 years now, but they were still young, maybe like 4 or 5. One of them was 4 or 5. The little girl was like 4 or 5, and the boy was out of 7 or so. But she got unsatisfied with me as a husband. And, granted, I'll give it to her. I wasn't really excelling in life, but I wasn't doing bad things either. I wasn't cheating on her. I wasn't going into debt, gambling. I wasn't using a lot of drugs. I smoked some marijuana. She didn't like that too much, but mostly because, it just, marijuana slowed me down is what it did. Is it it was like going
Oh, blaming marijuana. Oh, come on, George. George, you are just lazy. Just accept it. Like, come on now.
through life with an anchor attached to your heels or something because it just drags you down. Marijuana is not going to cause you to turn into a heroin addict. It's not a gateway drug, but it's going to keep you from being all that you can be. And that's what it did for me. And anyway, I guess she didn't like that I was not being all that I could be and was looking for something more. She ended up meeting somebody that she worked with and hooked up with him. And I tell you, I wasn't out of the house a week before she was talking to him, and maybe out of the house, I was out of the house 2 weeks, and he was in the house. So it was pretty ridiculous. It was
I usually find that so. It's actually one of the like I've never understood how the laws were changed such that a woman can do that. You guys maybe buy a home together, or you buy the home. You're kicked off the home. The next guy comes in, has never paid anything towards it. He just brought in, like she just brought in a toy boy or one of those things. And to the men that move into other men's homes, man, why are you gay?
pretty obvious that she had him lined up before I ever left the house. So anyway, truth be known, she got some payback, or I got some payback. She got what some would say she had coming to her. I know she's not going to like it when she watches this, but the truth is I felt like she did me wrong to some extent, and she got burned by this guy. This guy got her pregnant. They had a baby and fucked her over good. It was real important for him to chase pussy and get new pussy all the time. So he did that while he was
Yeah, they like the bad boys. Yes, the ones, those are the people they like. That's why they all gravitate. That's why all these women have some kid by some loser who they find, oh, he's so cute, dangerous, whatever else. But yeah,
with her. And of course, she didn't like that. So that didn't work out. But they had a little boy. She had a little boy after this, after that. And she loves that little boy. He's a good little boy. So no harm there. That divorce hurt me because
please forgive me. These my neighbor's kids are going crazy right now. So yeah.
I was replaced so easily, because she had somebody else lined up before I was even out the door.
This is why I don't want them around. The noise.
That's what hurt mostly. And the fact that she was the mother of my children, and, I just felt like I was kind of shit on a little bit. But maybe I had it coming. Somebody else lined up before I was even out the door. That's what hurt mostly. And the fact that she was the mother of my children, and, I just felt like I was kind of shit on a little bit. But maybe I had it coming because I wasn't being all that I could be. I knew that we had issues. I knew that we probably weren't made to be together. We were very
What kind of talk is that? Not made to be like you are there together for 12 years. And she simply didn't live to her end of the bargain, and all this I wasn't all I was supposed to be. These amorphous terms are feminine. You have to be specific about what you say. And that's why, for me, a lot of these older gentlemen have not really caught up with it. They're still in their Mills and Boone, romantic comedy. Everything is kumbaya kind of. They can't move out of it. And that's why this guy got married 4 times. Now, this is the third marriage. Now he's going to tell us about his fourth.
different. She was not a bad person, and she's not a bad person today. You know, she's
No, she's a bad person. Disloyal, hateful person who brought a man into your house. You mean hardly a couple of weeks after you left? What are you talking about? You see, this is that apologetic nonsense that these people have that personally I cannot tolerate. But this is part of the reason I show you this video, because even if these older gentlemen, I'm sorry, a lot of them are extremely naive for their age.
been a good mom to our children. She went through so many bad things when she was a girl.
There it is, piling on the reasons why somebody is being an a-hole or have passed. So if we all aggregated the bad things that happened to us when we were children to justify being a-holes now, is that's the standard we are setting now? Come on, George. This is very disappointing, actually.
You know, early.
You see, I didn't listen to this before. I try not to listen to videos before, and I see something interesting. I just listen a few seconds and think maybe if it's important. This guy and this layering of excuses for his ex. Guys, you guys need to stop this. Because a lot of you give excuses for a-holes, and it's just pathetic.
Adult, late teen, early adult. You know, she started having babies very young, so she started learning some serious life lessons very young.
So you married that single mother again? The hell?
And she did. You know, she made a lot of mistakes, and so did I. You know, but she learned a lot very early in life by stumbling, and those lessons stayed with her. And she has passed those lessons on to our children, and so have I. I did the same. I made a lot of mistakes early in life, and they stung me, and they stayed with me throughout. I still carry all those mistakes and lessons with me. And I tell you what, I have shared them with my children, and they're so good right now. They're such good kids. They don't do stupid things like we did. And I like to think, to a large extent, it's because, you know, we shared our mistakes, our lessons. We shared it with our kids. Not once, not twice, but I mean, we've told them a million times about our mistakes and how it made us feel and how it slowed us down in life as adults and stuff, and how we still carry around these guilt from our mistakes and wasted time and regrets this, regrets that. But anyway, we passed all this on to our children, and I think they're the better for it. They're still young enough to be doing stupid things, and they're not, you know. They're not doing everything that we feel like they should either, but they're not doing a bunch of stupid stuff that's gonna bite them, and that they're gonna have to carry around for years and years. Anyway, so I'm proud of the kids, you know. She is too. And don't get me wrong, you know, she's good. She's a good person. She's a good mom.
Why does he keep repeating that? Move on, George. Move on.
She fucked me over.
Oh, yeah, she fucked me over, but she's a good person. What's wrong with this person? It's like these people who can't get over the fact that the person they dealt with is a horrible person. Because they gave them kids, now they think that they be somehow good people. Dude.
Thought maybe I don't think so much then, but now, but I did then, and it hurt, you know, because like I said, I didn't really have all my shit together, and I wasn't being all that I could be. So
okay, guys, I'm sorry I've put you through that because he's repeating himself now. It's just more rubbish about excuses for his a-hole wife. Now, this is the thing. The main reason why I was showing you this video is to have kind of a character to look at on what not to be as a man. People like this, you see excuses from I was young and 19. Okay, you can give him that. The next one, 25, you know, I was still young and stupid. You can give him that. The third time, this, like, I wasn't all I could be. He has excuses for all the stupid mistakes he made. And he keeps making them because he'll have another excuse for his next marriage, which he absolutely is going to take part in. And men like these are the ones that have laid a really bad precedence for many young people. And they keep making bad decisions. They don't show them the pitfalls that are real, because I know what he's telling the kids is just so that they can have a nice co-parenting thing with the wife, but he's not giving the kids the real advice. He's not telling them that the divorce courts are extremely injurious to men financially and, if you like, emotionally, whatnot. They're not going to tell you just how many women have turned into three or fours. They won't tell you about the dishonesty, the disloyalty, the paternity fraud. They won't tell them those important things. They'll tell, oh, be nice and this and that, which is totally useless. So, Moose George, yeah, you can go subscribe if you like this kind of content. I personally think this was a very weak video by an older gentleman who should know better, who should know how to advise people without the excuses layered in, without the excuses they have to put up for the a-hole wife who took him to the cleaners, brought a man to his house when he was hardly out of the house. Like, what kind? Because you are expected to just lay down and take it. That's what the position is taken. So don't be Moose George. Be better than Moose George. There's only one life to live. Don't try this nonsense that we've seen doesn't work. Don't deal with these modern women, and don't give excuses for people who destroy families that they are good parents. Part of the reason you're a good parent, you don't destroy families that are known to be the bedrock of raising responsible children. Please leave a comment down below and subscribe to the channel. Leave a like for the algorithm. And until next time, peace.